That was a great $2,100 video on 2 shoes, huh? And frankly, what is that really to make that much? It's 4 units playing with this kind of structure, right? It's 4 units of that. So clearly, you'd have to have the capital built up. But then I ask you, how much did I ever really need? We're starting with this. I probably didn't go down to less than 4 units of this at any time. That's for confidence. And frankly, to bet this much, I would need double that much. 20K would be 40 units of 500. I don't even need to dip that far into the 10. So don't tell me that Mickey's a liar. All these fucking cunts out there that are trashing Mickey don't fucking get it. And he's just so over it, like trying to defend himself, because he could show you the proof just so he's not having his name dragged through the mud and slandered and being treated like a charlatan. He's done anything but the opposite. He's shown you everything that he can show you without playing the game for you. And, you know, you look at his website, he's got it all there in black and white. It's more blue, red, green, and whatever, but it's there. Anyway, I just wanted to say, like, think about just what we're doing here and how we hardly have to dip. And he'd go in there with that and same thing. And he'd say he's in there to get in there and just, he's trying to be in there for minutes, not hours. He's trying to be in there for minutes and get back out and try again elsewhere. Get out without being detected, guys. And that's the way I'm going to be from now on, because I've already proven I can win long term. I don't have anybody that can fucking tell me different. I get complimented all the time, including the day I was walked out of the place. They said, "You're one of the best players we've ever had on this game." They said that to me. Pound for pound. The amount of money people bet is relative. The success rate that I had was better than most of the people they've ever had there. I don't know if that's a badge of honor or not. They told me to go away for a year. But I know now I can't let my emotions get the better of me, because they'll be cunts to me again if I let it. So I need to be more like Mickey. And that's why I preface the video saying that. I think we got to have a little less pride and just put it to the side, get your money, and get out. And frankly, ask yourself, what is the most you're going to make at your job every day? And we all live different lives. I get it. But think about that and how long it takes you to make that kind of money at your job every day. And just understand how good you are at what you do when you're there doing this stuff and how quick you can do it. That's why I say, start your stopwatch. Start your motherfucking stopwatch. We just won our first bet of the day, by the way. We could go home with that right away. And do that every day of our life. Huh. Right? It's not hyperbole. It's not. I can't wait for the day, guys, where I can start showing you what I did to them and how quick I did it. Because I'm not even going to cash it out. I'm just going to bring the chip home. And I'll be like, here it is. And I'm gonna show you them piling up. And when I get 10 of those, I'm going to cash them in for a strap. And I'll take a picture of that, and I'll take it to the bank, and I'll move on with my life, and I'll do it again. I mean, a strap, that pays for a cruise, your food, everything. Your drink, your drink budget, whatever the fuck, man. Your entertainment while you're down there. I don't know what that noise is in the background, but I'm about to shatter it. Oh, good, it decided to listen and go and shut itself off. So, we're going to wait for a second bank here. I really didn't think I was going to get this much quiet time today. It's beautiful. Girls decide they're going to go shop. Oh, shit, I spoke too soon. I think they're coming in. I'm going to have to pause the video. I'm sorry. Yep. My peacefulness has ended. You can't have everything. You play for everything, end up with nothing. So hopefully we get a chop here real quick. Get the second unit. Oh, we need a banker. I hate playing on the clock. We got it. They're never going to shut up now. I'm fucked. Especially her. See if it goes second bank here. By the way, we're reducing to the little unit now. As soon as we get a hand here, we're going to reduce. Yo, did I told you, they don't know how to shut up, bro. I earned the right to walk out with my boots on. Boots are made for walking. You're welcome. Teaches you to be prepared for all situations. Anyway, try to get the player here. Got it. So my quiet time ended. That's why I had to pause it. We got it to come down to guaranteed the victory no matter what happens right here on these next two hands. Because we already won the two big boys. Okay, fine, whatever. It's a tie, so no harm, no foul. That suck a dick. He had a 7 and he pulls a miracle 4 for a 9. Alright, we gotta wait for a jump again. Try to get that little guy back. And if not, then not, you know. Hopefully we can play this shoe out a little while longer. Good, we got it back. Now we wait to maintain. We need a second bank to bet against the player. Fine, we need a second player to bet against the bank. Fine, we need a second bank to bet against the player. Okay, it's just a choppy shoe. Second player. So as soon as we get a bank, we're going to go little against the player. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. I have something going on my side. And medically, I'm a little concerned. More than a little concerned. It doesn't hurt. It's just like my skin's like scaling there. I've been putting this medicine on there, and it's just like feels like, I don't know. It feels like someone took a hot iron on my skin. Is what it fucking feels like. But anyway, sorry about that. I feel like I've got to get this done for y'all in case there is something wrong with me. I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's a myriad of issues. I mean, I'm fucked up anyway, right? So I need to go small on player here. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, if you're gonna lose all the way. 9-1. All right, gotta wait for a player, bet against it. All right, gotta wait. Here we go. Okay, finally we got something to make us transition. I ask myself, do I need to be a greedy cunt and go for the big boy unit, or can I just be happy and stick with the little ones? And I think in this situation, I would stick with the little ones. Let's see what we get. No, didn't work. Got one more try. All right, I'm off the shoe. You know, I'm off that shoe. I still made 645. So we'll put that over here. Right? First shoe we made 645, little over a unit. That extra $145 matters though, because it matters because that helps pay your commission later, right? I think too often we look at the extra little change as disposable, like it doesn't matter, but you forget about the cost of commission over time. It all fucking matters. It's not like it's just fucking waitress money. You gotta hang on to that shit. Because 145 You can do a lot with 145, first of all. But secondly, you're going to need that to pay $25 commission at a time on a big boy unit. So it definitely matters. That'll pay for 3.5 commissions. Almost 3.5. What the fuck am I talking about? It'll pay almost 6. Yeah. Anyway, we need a bank to bet against the player. Okay, bet for the player rather, not against it. And it didn't work, so I gotta wait for a player and bet for the bank. There it is. Oh, motherfucker. How can you get that many 0 cards? Fuck, I hate that. When I'm on bank, I hate that. When I'm on player, I'm like, glorious. But, fuck, man. And then when they do us like that, they give the player a 2. We have 7, but don't worry, they're getting another 7 to make it 9. Fucking cunts. So we're all in already. We got to bet for the second seconds now. We're immediately transitioning to the second seconds here. And that fucked us too, so we got to bet player. And we win, thank God, because I did not want to be down 4 units already. So we needed to recalibrate. Oops, we don't want to bet. We need to see it go down on the bank before we resume betting for seconds. There's 1. Can we get a second one? Nope. So that's over. The seconds are over. I'll be more curious to see how far it chops now. Well, just chopped again. Oh, it almost chopped again. It was a natural tie. No, it did chop. So we're officially on non-side-by-side runs now. Okay. We're going to go after that now with the big boy. But first we got to get something to come down at all. Okay, there's a second bank. So as soon as it goes player, which might be not yet. Now it is. For the bank. And I'm thinking ahead like I'm playing a chess game almost. Like I know what my next move's going to be. I'm just waiting for them to make their move. And I'm going to strike for it if they make the wrong choice. And I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, my back hurts too. That's another symptom. Oh, God. I hope I'm not dying. I'd really like to make us all rich. I really want to prove it wasn't fucking bullshit. Alright. So we just need to get 1 unit back here.
Hi, Jordan. Hi, Amber.
Oh, fuck me.
I don't have the same phone as you. All you rich got the same phone. Got something well, okay?
I'll take care of you someday, baby. Alright. Alright, so we got a bet banker here. Fuck! Just want something to work. Okay. We still got a chance to get that back. Hopefully. We just need to go against the bank. Natural time. So much background noise. I find myself turning the volume down on my phone to turn down my family. It's fucked up. Anyway. She's not gonna shut up now. So anyway, sorry about all this. It's not very professional. I apologize. It's my family. So I have to wait for a player here now. And they pretty much, I've gotten to the point with my family where I'll say, I can't hear you, you're too loud. So here we go. I win. Now I need a second bank. She doesn't have like a low volume, you know, it's funny. If I ask her to whisper, she talks. This is her normal voice. Fuck me. So anyway, we're betting second bank here. Now I gotta bet second player. Good. It's word they brought the bad mojo for a second, right? Bringing that bad energy to the table, aren't they?
Yeah, but the calendar is right there, you dumb.
I hate them. They know I'm doing something important. They're just being obnoxious just to make me angry. And it won't work. I'm so zen now. I'm not punching tables anymore. I'm gonna be a good boy. I don't have a choice. Can you guys shut up? Fuck. You fucking damn well know what I'm doing. I didn't even bother to pause it. God forbid they have a motherfucking TV show on. I have to be completely silent. I have to put my headset on and just not talk to anybody. But if I'm in the living room for one day of my fucking life, it's the end of the fucking world. You know what I mean? God forbid I have quiet time. This is why I go in the bedroom. Because I have nowhere else to hide. I don't even have an office. I used to. It became a kid's bedroom. That's what happens when you procreate. Everything gets taken away from you. So, it's not all bad. So I have to wait for, yeah, we're still in wait mode, right? We're still in wait mode. I hope I didn't make any bets while they were pissing me off. The seconds ended, so we were in wait mode. It never recalibrated after we got the recovery bet there. So then we were waiting. It came down on player, and now it's bank. I'm not sure that qualifies either way. I'd probably wait there. Yeah, see it chopped again. And second player is dominating, so I definitely don't want to get involved there. 3 direct chops. Came down on the second. 3. Alright, we're going to switch to the chop mode. Got it. So I only need 1 unit to break that bitch even. This is what I need. How much of a balance do I really need when I stay this close to 0? It's questionable. Even with all the distractions. How much do you need to stay close to 0 to just come up and win? How far am I ever really down? I know I'm leaving all these chops on the table, but I don't have a choice. It hurts my feelings. Ugh, that's a long ass chop there, though. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 in a row right now, motherfucker. Oh, can't play for everything. There's 2 banks. Now we need a player and hope the chop continues. Well, there's 3 banks, so chop's over effectively there. So hopefully when it goes player, it goes right back to bank since all these banks are coming out. Gotta find a player first. Still banker. That's 6 in a row. Staying out. 7. Don't care. Don't care about the runs. I don't play runs. It's gonna end sooner or later. No, there's 8. Is it 9? No, finally we got a player. What was the score? Oh, it was 9-4. Okay, so we're gonna bet the banker here. After sitting out all those banks, now we're gonna bet bank. Watch what happens. No, we win. No, we lost. So we gotta wait now for a color change. We'll try again on player. Now it's gonna do a double lap tense on the player. Oh no, bank came out. So here we go. We're gonna try player. Fucking lost that too. So we're down 3 units. Terrific. So we're gonna trans to second mode now. We need a player though. Round and round we go, right? Just trying to stay close to 0. Might make the U here. Oh, it's the end of the shoe. It did make the U though. See that? It's crazy. So we're gonna refresh. Before we refresh the shoe, we got to be accountable for the loss. So that's 50-50. Right? Is that right? I think so. Yeah. Yeah. So first shoe is good. Second shoe, not so good. So 3 times the charm, right? Let's see what this last shoe does. We're gonna try to make it a 3-shoe video. We're already at 20 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Back to the big boy unit. See how many of these we can get. Hopefully we get a quick start this time. Need it. Alright. What's our actual number right now for today? Last video was 21. This one's -9, so it's not bad. It's just 2 units. So need a player. Found it. We gotta bet against it. Loss. Gotta wait. If it doesn't chop it, then we gotta transition to side by side. At least for this video. That's what we're doing. So we're gonna bet the player. And lost. Great. So as soon as it goes player, I gotta bet for the seconds. And frankly, this could put us down another 4 units if it doesn't work. That's the way it goes. But we got a natural. Good. One more of those, and we got it right back to start. Gotta wait for a change up. Still tied. Gotta wait. Here we go. Let's get a double natural here. Nope, 7 to 6. Cunts. Gotta go right back to player. Oh. So that lost 2. So I have to wait for a break and just hope it keeps breaking. Tie 6s, tie 7s. Player didn't survive all those good hand ties. So we got that one. I need 2 for the shoe and then 2 for the profit back. So we're waiting for another come down to bet against. Come on, player. Oh, still chopping. It's a hell of a chop, man. But look at all the hands. That was second bank, by the way. Look at all the hands we sit out. We're just not worrying about shit. Because we're waiting for a certain moment in time to try to attack. And the worst part is when you need to wait and you're on a table by yourself and you don't want to burn the hands yourself because it costs money to do that. But you get an active table that doesn't fuck around deciding what they're going to do next. It moves quicker. Okay, so here's the bank. Come on, beat a 0. Thank you. All right, so now we wait. 1 unit away from even for the shoe. Let's see what we can do. Just trying to stay close to 0. There's our 2. As soon as it goes player, we're going to bet against it. That's not a player. It is not a player. That's probably not either. No, it's a long bank, I guess. That's a player, right? Yeah. 10 to 1 bonus player. So now we're going to bet bank. failed. I gotta wait for new bank. There it is. Try the player. Fucked again. Gotta retransition the seconds. So we need a color change. We're about to come down. There's the color change. Second player. Fuck. Gotta go right to bank. Well, they're sticking it in my ass today, I guess. The bad mojo arrived and it's killing me. I'm down 5 units right now. For this shoe. Plus the 2 from last year. That's brutal. But see, it's the ebb and the flow to it. You have to have enough shoes to play on, and you don't have to play out the whole shoe either. If you transition from one to the next and neither one of them worked, you could let that shoe go knowing the better one's around. Look how many shoes it was winning on. You know. But that could just make it a grinding day. But if you win the 1 or 2 units right away and you turn around and go right home, you don't give a fuck. It hurts that I'm leaving all these chops on the table, though. So we're retransitioning back to not coming down side by side. Because we'll have enough shoes where it never goes 3 in a row in the second. And in those instances, you're going to win every time. Hopefully it starts doing that now. What hand are we on? 51? I'll be lucky to get this even at this rate, but at least get the shoe even. That lost. So I got to wait for another color change bet against it. I show the good, I show the bad, you know. I don't want to bullshit anyone. Nothing's perfect. But when I win the 2 to the good and I reduce to the little stuff, it's impossible to not leave with a win because I've already secured the 2 critical units. If I reduce to a 1/5 size unit, there's nothing that can beat me. I'd still have 3/5 of a good unit plus 1 more good unit, right? So we're going to try to get 1 right here. Wow. We beat that 666, didn't we? We beat it 8-9. So, fuck them. All right. So, we got to wait for a come down. That would have hurt to lose that one. It was looking like it was going to lose. Okay, got a double player. Just need a bank. There's 3 players. Just need a bank. There's another player. We're just waiting. We're not betting shit. We're just waiting. Well, bank won 2 over 1. So now we're going to try a player. We'll bet these non side by side. God, man. I hate waiting. I hate waiting for that color change to get another chance. But here it is. Really, like it's 1-0 and we can't get anything but a 1-1. We can't get anything but a face card. So that tied. We got to try again. We beat him 8 over 7. Vindication. So we wait. She's going to be over pretty soon. It's hand 67. We're definitely not fixing this balance, this shoe. So I'll have to carry the balance over into next shoe. Was I supposed to? No, we're waiting. We're on wait mode. We need a player to bet against it. That's not a player. That's not a player. That's not a player. That's a natural. So now we bet against it. Got him. Alright, just missing 4 now. So, I mean, 4 is a lot. The greater scheme. I'm only trying to win 2 critical ones a shoe, and I need 4 of them. But that's the back and forth this shoe was. Look at that mess. I'll tell you what, if you were a run player, you were mad as fuck. Brad won every time. Every time it got to a run of 5, it chopped. Run of 5 player, chopped. Run of 5 bank, chopped. Run of 5 bank, chopped. Run of 5 bank, chopped. All 4 times. Wow. Brad special is 100% 4 times in a row. Parlay 100 on that effort alone. You made 1,600 off a buck. But anyway, we need a player here to bet against it. Yeah, we got a bet banker here. Got it. We beat that seven's ass with a natural. So we gotta wait. Damn it. Can we get things to come down so I can bet against it? You're hurting my heart with all these chops. That's the end of that shoe, so we gotta subtract. We got fucked, you know. We lost like 3 units there, but it's not the end of the world. But I show both, you know. It's not a good total. It's 5 units we gotta get back combined. So that could take 2 or 3 shoes, you know. Probably 2, especially if you don't reduce. You know, if you get like 3 units and then you reduce, and then the next shoe just try to get the 2 and reduce, that would probably be good enough. I'm gonna refresh this, and we'll try again. I guess the thing to remember is if you're playing at a place that has more tables to use, you don't have to wait around all day to get new results. You can just move to a different setting and try again. Alright, so we're going to try bank. Win right away. Bang. We'll see how this shoe performs. Okay, we got a double player. And it chopped. So we got a 2-1-1-2-1. This might be a choppy situation. We're waiting for a break in the seconds, and we're betting against it. 9. Look at that. We just won 30-1. If you were covering the bonus. Don't do that, by the way. It's a fool's errand. But would have been a 30-1. So we're already up 2 units this shoe. What did I want? 3, and then we reduce. It stays choppy like this. I mean, it doesn't have to change. Nothing has to change. Let's see what happens. Double player. So all we need is a bank. We're betting against it. There's the bank. Man, I hope I get this one. Because you know normally we would reduce after 2 crits. But I'm going to try for the 3rd one because of the way it's performing. I got a natural. Good. We beat a 7 again with a 9. That's awesome. Alright, I'm not going to be a cunt now. I'm going to reduce to the black chips. And we're going to see how many of these we can get. Alright, we got to get something to come down. Nothing's even gone 3 this whole shoe so far. And how many hands are we at? It's only 13. Wow. No ties either. Nothing's gone 3 and we've had no ties. They chopped again. These direct chops are sick right now. There's our first tie. 5 direct chops. 2nd bank. Good. So we'll get a chance to invest. So we're going to try for bank. We won. Sure, I could have won 4 times in a row with the big boy unit, but you could also lose twice in a row and give 2 of the 3 back. That's frustrating. Especially when you win 3 right off the rip. But a shoe like this, I couldn't fault anyone for trying to stay in it when it's 2-1-1, 2-1, 2-1, 1-1, 1-1, 2-1-1. I couldn't fault you for just straight up betting it the big way. I couldn't. Especially on a 2-shot effort. If you're flat betting, you at least got a chance to get your money back. But I want to be a good example. So I reduced to the black chip. It still matters. $100? Fuck. That'll buy me 3 tanks of gas at least. For me. So, player. Okay, we got a bet banker here with the little guy again. These little guys matter. You win enough $100. I won. So, on the strength of that, we're at 1665. We only got to recover 25. So we only need a little less than 2 units now because we reduced. I mean, if we didn't reduce, we'd have them all back already, but fuck it. Okay. I had to pause it a second. So, still chopping, right? Isn't this crazy? This is how you make money back, though, on the strategy. It's. There's no way it can't lose if it never goes side by side. It's never gone side by side once on the second. Chop Shoe will do that for you, though. This is sick. If I was just playing Chop, every single color change would have been whatever value I wanted it to be right now. On a 1-2 effort, at least. But even flat betting, you'd be floating just fine and winning all the rest. This is what that 26K night was. It was a shoe like this. Just never ever went 3. Anyway, I need something to go player here. We're going to bet the little guy on bank. It wins. Listen, I wish I would have kept it all the way in. It's fucking killing right now. Finally had something that went 3 bank, but I won the jump afterwards when it went player. So we're still in it here. 1760. See if we get it again on a single player here. There's a lot of single players out there in a row. This will be the one in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th one in a row if this actually hits. Come on. Tie. Okay, we killed the 6 with the tie. Yes! It was 3-5. And then the 3 became 8 and our 5 became 9. I don't care if this is fake money. That's fucking cool. So we got that 1855. And at this point, there's no stress, right? At least for the shoe. There's no way I could lose more than 2 little units. And even if I do, I'm still going to have over 1,600. I'm just milking them now for the little stuff. I don't give a fuck. I know they could be worth more, but I don't care. 5 direct chops again. Sick. Okay, there's 2 player. Finally, it went 2 player. Better it goes 2 player when we're not involved, right? Tie. Another player. Oh, now the player gonna come out. Oh. Player again. Fuck. So I'm not involved in it. I'm just watching it happen. We got a color change. Now I'm gonna bet for the player. Player's the new strong side anyway. We win. Natural player. Oh, tie natural 8. Fuck. Like I say, it's usually a natural player after a natural tie. Not this time though. So we gotta wait. All right, we gotta wait for that color change. Oh, there's the natural tie. Okay. So if this doesn't work, we could do one of 2 things. We could call that a shoe because we did pretty good for that shoe, or we could transition to seconds on the small. So we're definitely not giving back 17. So this is the recovery bet for the last individual loss. If that doesn't work, that's a 2-unit loss on the little stuff. But we won, so fuck them. It's a $5 exchange for 2 hands. I'll suffer that just to keep my money. So off we go, waiting for something else to come down. And it's bank. So we already can play again after we get up. There it is. Oh, another natural 9 tie. Wow. And then player 7 didn't matter because they turned a 4 into a 9. That's crazy. Well, we're not invested anyway, so no harm, no foul. Just waiting, watching miracle hands happen before our eyes. All right, now we bet bank. Lost. Nothing's gone 3 on the second yet, though. This will be the test right here. Can we get it back? No commission needed. Yes, we did. So we're floating on the same number here, right? You know, that's twice in a row we've had to go to the second bet. And they are starting to come down a little bit, almost symmetrically. 4-2-1, 4-2-1. We'll see what this does now. Symmetry doesn't really matter, but noteworthy when the whole shoe is chopped and it's starting to go the other way. Hand 53, my general rule is I don't want to be on a shoe after hand 60 unless it's going really positively. To now, it has been, but now it's just like we're floating, right? We're losing, we're getting it back. We're losing, we're getting it back when we're deciding to bet. So, you know, have a stop win goal. Like, this is enough already. I don't have to try to push it for 2,000, but I only need a unit. I only need $1.50 to get it to 2K. But I'll tell you, it's always that last bullet that gets you. So if I took another double, I haven't taken a double loss the whole shoe. That's why we're doing so well. But if I have a double $100 loss here, I would do all that and just keep the 1650. It's late in the shoe anyway. It's hand 54. I want to play the game. There's no transition on this shoe because it chops so much. Never had a chance to transition. We never got 3 seconds. So, as far as the series go, there won't be a transition on this shoe. Maybe the other shoes we did, but not this one. First 2 shoes, more than likely, yeah, we were back and forth. But I'd almost rather there is no transition because then you're not second guessing yourself. It's working the same way the whole shoe. You're never losing. That's the best way to play. It's there if you need it, kind of thing, but on the small, not heavy. So that's the first run of 5. Let's see if Brad wins. Yep, Brad got his natural 8 after 5. See? Watch how many times you get an 8 or a 9 after 5. But that's our cue to bet banks. So here we go. Win. Perfect. Perfect. We're $55 away from $2,000 this shoe. Perfect practice, guys. Perfect fucking practice. You want to play for something else? Mute my voice on the video and watch the shoe come out. And you can play for whatever strategy you want to play for on any of these videos. I give you all these free shoes to play for. You don't know what they're going to do. Unless you look at the title. Have your girl or somebody open up a video and just watch the shoe play out. You don't know what's going to happen unless you're watching my bets, I guess. I don't know. That might be hard to do because I'm not showing the scoreboard every time, but, you know, steal a stack of scorecards from the casino, bring them home. You can track the shoes and then, you know, have her shuffle them up and give you a shoe to play. And she'll tell you what the outcomes were, and you can decide what you would have done next. I don't know. Perfect practice, though, guys. It's not hard to get a couple of units. I mean, if these were all purple units, we would be loaded right now. But you gotta reduce. So right here we're betting for bank. I almost forgot with the tie. We won. There you go. We're over 2,000. And we started it with 3 purple units, which would have been 1,500 or so. If we're at 2,000, if we stayed in with purple units, we would have had another 5 purple units instead of 5 black chips, which means we would have had on the shoe 8 purple units, which would equate to 4,000. But I don't want to tell you like that because that's not always going to work. More often than not, you're going to get something that's going to come across 3 on the second. And when that happens, it's going to undo your progress in one fell swoop. So, you know, you got to be a little careful. And there's nothing wrong with winning $100 at a time anyway. On my best day doing DoorDash, I might get over 300. We're well above that. We're almost 7x that right now on this shoe alone. So be happy. Be fucking happy. Almost at the end of the shoe. It's hand 69. We got another chance to keep this alive, though. More than enough hands to make it work. If it double fails, I'm off that shoe. And we'll call it a video because this is getting late now. It's 44 minutes. Wow. Time flies when you're beating the casino's ass, right? Oops, I got it on the wrong spot. Give me a second here. There we go. Okay. Talking shit caused me to lose. Regretfully, I gotta wait for bank and bet for player, even though it's the weak side, because that's what this calls for. I won't be surprised at all if I lose here, given the dominancy of bank right now. You see all that at the end of the shoot here? Player never caught a rip, except that one time it went 4. All the other ones went 1 or 2. But there goes nothing. Bank's 4 out of 5 on the second. I'm gonna bet against it, because that's what my bullshit calls for. I lost. No big deal. I could have just wrote it off, but I'm stubborn to a fault. We'll see how far that bank comes down. I'm probably done with the shoe. There's not enough hands to manifest anything else here. I'm going to transition just for 2 hands here. And if that double fails, then that's 2 there and 2 there. I don't want to lose more than that. We're still at 1840 here. Not enough hands to do much else anyway, so we're just going to see if we can't recollect on 2 seconds. Got 1. I need 1 more to recover the other black chip, and then I'll be happy. That'll be a good stop-win goal. Can we get a quick banker here to come down twice? There's a bank. 9 over 3. It's a 4-to-1 bonus, by the way. Let's see if we can get the second bank. And I'll be good with that. They just 9-to-3'd us to the other direction now. So, can I get the player here? Please, just let me have this. Yes. So I couldn't stay on the transition phase anymore unless we got a second bank. There's not enough hands to do that. So at least I recollected the only one that lost. Still have 1940. So let's go ahead and add that to the total. So there you go. You know, we had 25, 85 in wins, but then we had 31, almost 32 in losses. So we had a net loss of 615, which if the big boy unit was 500, we're only down a little over 1 unit. Not horrible. I'd go to the next shoe and I'd have that all back. But I don't want to take any more of my time in this video. You can see if we would have left it all the way in, we could have crushed them for $4,000. But because I reduced to the hundreds, we only made about 2. But that's still cool. You know, there's no way to know when the fun was going to stop. Actually, we wouldn't have had 4. We would have lost a couple at the end. Let me count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 direct wins. Then a push, then a push. Then a win. That would have been 8 wins, 9 wins. And then you would have gave 2 back. So you would have had 7. You would have had 3,500. And then if you would have transitioned, you would have got 1 more win for 4,000. And then you would have lost 1 and won 1. So you would have net 4. You still would have net 4,000 if you left it all the way in. But be careful about doing that. But you got to pull out sometimes. So I'm gonna call that a video. That's still a good session, even though it ended up in the negative. It could have been a lot worse, and it could have been a lot better too if I wouldn't have reduced. But you got to reduce. You got to play smart. You got to reduce after you win some criticals. All right, that's a 1 unit fix either way. That's not the end of the world.